Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another weekend market watch. Today is Saturday, December 14th. I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's not morning anymore. It's about 11:30 where I am, and I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I stayed up really late, and I am I'm gonna do the market watch. Then I'm gonna go make myself some pancakes and hash browns. Delicious. I hope you guys are enjoying the market watches. If you are, make sure to like and subscribe, do all that stuff. And if you want to help out with the market watch, let me know what to cover in the next one. I'm always happy to read the comments. I read every single one. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, Crossover Breakers has taken over the market. You see, we have Malice cards, we have Ryziel cards, we even have some Ryugi cards. I did actually pull a White Rabbit the other night when I went to a locals, actually literally yesterday. Pretty decent at $40. This card was 40-45. It's dropping slightly, not much. Malice and Underground has dropped more though. It was about 40-45, and it is down to 30 to 35, which is nice. I think people are correctly identifying that Malice, while easily the cooler deck compared to Ryziel, is maybe not necessarily stronger. It has very clear outs. It can lose to just one interaction sometime in the form of Ghost Bell or Lancia. It's a pretty difficult deck to beat, or pretty easy deck to beat. Ryziel's kind of the same. It's definitely not the hardest deck to beat. But it is a difficult deck to take on if you're not prepared for it. That being said, Ice Ryziel is 24, X Ryziel is 27, Sword Ryziel is 25, Duo Drive is 4, and Detonator is 5. So, I mean, it's definitely a more expensive deck than Malice. I mean, you're looking at actually it's about the same. I'll be honest, it's about the same. You can choose one or the other, and it's going to be about the same. That being said, I think Ryziel has more opportunities to break out and do a lot more. Malice is just kind of locked into Cyber's Pile. Now that being said, Cyber's Pile can do a lot. But anyway, what else do we have? The Ryugi Ultra Rare is, I think, the worst Ultra Rare. No, the Malice Trap is the worst one, but the Ryugi Ultra Rare is a close second, only $3. But I mean, everything else for Ryugi is cents. So you're looking at about $15 maybe for a core. So I don't know. I'm debating picking it up. I think I said in the last market watch, we were theorying something like Ryugi and Metal Foes Yang Zing, which was a cool idea, but I haven't even tested it out yet. But only $15 for the core. They get some insane support. Who knows? Maybe it'll go up in value. Other than that, I mean, we've got your classics: Thrust at 6, SP Little Knight Ultra Rare at 4, Bonfires down to 150, Diabell is down to $1. I mean, wow, you're really not looking at a lot of value anymore for those cards after the OSS ban. Second page here, this is one that we're going to cover as well, but the Fiendsmith cards have all gone up in value. Lacrima the Crimson Tears is up to $18 right now, so if you got yours at 3 or 4, congratulations. This has gone up because Fiendsmith has become a bit more of a popular deck, not necessarily an engine. So people are playing 3 Lacrima, whereas before you only needed the 1. So yeah, people are playing more of that. Other than that, what do we have here? Link Decoder is up to 50 cents. It's a one of that you need for Malice, and it is a really good card, but it's definitely not necessary. You've got Code of Soul. Code of Soul is another Malice card. This is up to $2, $2.50. Secret Rare sign up minings. Really good looking sign up minings. I've seen a couple. These are 50 cents. Super Poly is $1. Alt Art Hero Fusion is, or not Alt Art Hero Fusion. Alt Art Polymerization. The hero art is 50 cents for the Ultra Rare. I wonder how much a Secret Rare is. Kind of curious. Let's see. Let's take a look. See. Secret Rare, you're looking at about $1. I mean, I think these polymerization always looks really cool in Secret Rare. No idea why, but yep. So getting on to the Fiendsmith cards, like I said, Fiendsmith Engraver is back up to $100. So if you got yours at $50, I mean, congratulations. But this has gotten expensive now. Fiendsmith Requiem is also up to 10. Fiendsmith Track is up to 23. You're looking at a pretty penny for the Fiendsmith engine now. And it makes sense. It is a strong engine. People are playing it less as an engine and more of a deck, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, Engraver is up to $100. So hopefully you pulled them. Maybe you should open up some Infinite Forbidden if you really want to play Fiendsmith, but you're looking at expensive cards again for Fiendsmith. Voiceless Voice did really well at the last YCS at Anaheim, so I wanted to just quickly look at it. You're looking at $16 for low, actually. This has gone up a lot. I just want to pull up the graph here. Yeah, this was down to, I don't know, has it always been that much? I guess it's always been around $15. That's kind of interesting. I thought this was a lot less. I thought this got down to like 10 or 12. But yeah, you're looking at $15 for low, about $8 for Saphira, $2 for Skull Guardian. Everything else is pretty cheap, looks like. Yeah. I would say if you're gonna pick up Voiceless Voice, which I mean, I don't think you really should. I don't think this deck is very good. I think it was just a very good pilot. Good matchups, stuff like that. But if you're gonna pick up lows, you might as well just pick up the ultis. They're only about $10 more, and you're looking at 23 versus 16. And yeah, they're not too much more, and they're gonna hold value a lot better than these secrets. QCRs are $60. I would not recommend getting those personally. But yeah, that is Voiceless Voice. I also want to cover Diviner, since that is part of the Voiceless Voice engine or strategy. You're looking at $3 for the cheapest printing from Terminal Revenge, $3.50 to $4 for some of the secret rare printings. You're looking at about $16 to $17 for an ulti, and a quarter century, which I never like to cover, is $60. This card is really good. If you don't have Diviners yet, I would honestly recommend getting some. They just always pop up in decks. It's a fairy support card. It's a ritual support card. Anytime they make a deck that plays these, Diviners always a consideration. So that's Diviner. Fire King. Fire King is another deck I wanted to look at really quickly, and by look at, I just kind of mention. This deck is actually pretty cheap. If you're looking for a deck to play, while Fire King did get hit pretty hard by losing OSS, just like every single other level 1 fire deck did, this is the cheapest I've seen Fire King in a little while, because now you don't need any of the D-Bellstar stuff. You don't need any of the wanted engine at all. Like, you can play it, but you don't need it. What you're looking at 3 structure decks, a 1 to 2 copies of Ulcanex, and then maybe a playset of Bonfire, I think, because I think the level 1 guy, what's his name, Ponix, is a level 1 fire. It's a pyro. No, it's a winged beast, so that doesn't even work. But you could play like Tri-Brigade, you could play a lot of other engines in this deck that get you to Ponix. And yeah, you're looking at like literally like $50 for the deck now. Obviously, the extra deck is going to be something a little different, but the fact that we're only looking at $10 for Ulcanex, it may be worth picking up. If you like Fire King, it may be worth picking up. I'm not a big fan of Fire King personally. I think the deck is kind of not super fun to play against. I don't love the play style, but that's just me personally. If you're someone who likes Fire Kings, I think now is a great time to pick it up if you want to play the deck. I want to look at firewalls here. I've been toying around with Firewall Defensor. Unfortunately, it's not Mathmech Circular. It's just not. I was playing a Cyber's Labyrinth deck yesterday, and it did the thing I wanted. It's just I drew the Garnet a lot, and I didn't like it. But anyways, Firewall Defensors, you're looking at 5. Neo Tempest Terahertz, this is played in Malice. You're looking at 8 to 10. More for the CR, but obviously you're just looking at about $8 to $10 for the Neo Tempest Terahertz. You also play, I believe, Singularity, which is cheap. You're looking at $1 to $2. Dark Fluids, pennies. I mean, normal Firewalls, pennies, yeah. Firewall cards are not that expensive. Let's see. Do they have Defensor? Yep, Defensor is 50 cents. Firewall Phantom, this is the card that I kept breaking on yesterday. This card is terrible if you don't summon it off of Guardian, because it's a level 5, so you can't normal it. You have to tribute summon it, and a lot of the link ones are, say, level 4 lower Cybers monsters specifically, so that's kind of unfortunate. But anyways, I want to check out Dragon Maids here. Dragon Maid got some new support. It's quite good. People love Dragon Maid, so I just wanted to show off the prices. You're looking at $25 to $17 for a Chamber Dragon Maid. Obviously, 17 is going to be the premium gold from Eldorado, so pretty bad printing. So honestly, I may just recommend you guys pick up the Chamber Dragon Mates from Echo. Just gonna pull this up here for you. Yeah, these have gone up quite a bit, and you are looking at 16, 18, stuff like $20 for a secret rare Chamber Dragon made. Most everything else I think has been reprinted or is not that expensive. Hospitality, Lopar, those got reprinted in QCRB. And also, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these were in Quarter Century Stampede as well. But just looking at it like tidying, you're looking at $1 to 20 cents, so that's not bad. Kitchen is $5 for the gold rare, but $30 for the secret rare. Kind of pricey. What else do we have? Laundry has a bunch of printings. Nurse has a bunch of printings. Parlor, you're looking at 8 for the secret rare and about 5 for the gold rare. So not terrible, but not great either. But the last thing I want to look at is the Dragon Rulers. Dragon Rulers also got new support. Support is crazy. It's especially decent in Blue Eyes, I think. But just let's look at the Dragon Rulers. So Blaster, all the Dragon Rulers actually got reprints, so they're not too expensive. You're looking at pennies for Blaster. Believe it or not, the babies are actually kind of expensive if you want a nice printing. Platinum Secret Rare Burner here is $8 and Quarter Century's 25, so that's kind of unfortunate. Blaze, the Dragon Ruler XYZ, is up to $15, which is kind of crazy. It kind of makes sense though, because it's the only XYZ. It's getting more XYZs as well. But yeah, drafts, you're looking at $7. I think you're looking at about $8 for all the platinum baby rulers and about 20 for all the QCR baby rulers. Yeah, same. We're seeing the same thing with Stream and Pebbles there. So yeah, but the Dragon Rulers, the fact that they're back in their full potential and they release new support, it makes sense. And the new support is pretty good. I will say. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely not going to make Dragon Rulers a topping strategy, but it'll make it an interesting one. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the Market Watch. Again, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And if you want me to cover something, let me know in the comments down below. But that is all for me. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.